Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queensbridge the Conqueror. Excuse me for sounding a little bit stuffy-nosed, maybe, because, well, that's what I am. I hope it's not going to be that bad. Right, so we're in Macklin Quarry here, as you can see, as you probably also still remember. We have this group of Owen rebels here, being basically besieged by a group of loyalists in this quarry. Apparently this has been going on for several months, which seems like a long time. I guess they must have had a lot of food stockpiled here, or else how could they possibly survive? Now, the thing is, we are in terrible shape, needless to say. If there is basically any more fighting to this dungeon, then yeah, we won't be able to do it. Now, technically speaking, I could resurrect. We have a couple of resurrection scrolls of life. I would have to use 2 of those, and it looks like, yeah, we can't even group heal with only 1 energy left on our healer. So we'd have to use 2 scrolls of life and at least 1 of these here to heal everyone up a little bit to stand any kind of chance at any additional fight. So yeah, it's not looking too good. So I think we're probably going to end up having to back out of this place and return, and hopefully at least the infernal scorpions that put me in this sorry state are going to stay defeated. But first I'm going to go ahead and try to talk to this guy and see if maybe there is a peaceful solution. I really doubt it. It doesn't look like the loyalists outside are gonna, leave peacefully. And these guys can't leave peacefully even if they wanted to, so. The exhausted leader of the rebel Owen sits staring into a fire. The long siege has left him and his rebels exhausted and hungry. Still, he manages to stand up straight and look you in the eye. I'm Berosus, Owen and Freeman. You are a Havenite. Our sentries saw you arrive. Who are you? Prince Atantuo of Haven. Oh, your majesty, we knew Haven was coming. To crush the Owen. It is your way. You destroyed our defenses. Say your piece, and do what you came to do. Can I please protest? Apparently not. What's going on here? We are rebels. We were scouts, raiders. Well, what we tried to do. We didn't do well at it. We even got ourselves trapped by those pampered fools outside. Tell me your story. There is little to tell. We were owned by the Masha, trapped and dead. We were taken for life. He touches the pair of marks on his cheek. We were taken, and our children. So we had to fight. What did you do as rebels? We thought we would be scouts and rebels. We went to Madraka and offered our help. They told us to go west and fight, but they didn't give us leaders. We still had to do our best, so we came, and we got trapped here. How did you come to be trapped here? There were Masha mercenaries hiding in Drowning Jail. We were scouting on them. Some of us knew that place well, and we thought we had a way to trap them in. Then the idiots outside saw us and chased us off. Then we got trapped here. How are you keeping them out? Well, we raised the bridge. They can't fly. He laughs. We used bait to lure beasts into the pits below. They kept the Masha out, but you killed the beasts. Well, not all of them. Just the worst. Now we don't have defenses. We are lost. Unless you help us. What do you want? We need to escape. We're almost out of food. We need you to kill the Masha who are hunting us. Then we can go out and be free. Is it necessary to kill the Masha? Because I really can't. I mean, have you taken a look at us? Maybe not. Maybe if the Masha just agreed to let us out, that would be alright. I don't think those brutal fanatics would allow it, though. They're savage beasts, and they smell blood. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure they're brutal fanatics. I mean, maybe a little bit fanatical. Not exactly savage beasts, though. But I still have my doubts about them just agreeing to that. I will try to win your freedom, one way or the other. Thank you, Haven. We are surprised and pleased. If you can save us, we will leave this quarry behind. You can have it. It's full of good stone. I know this because one of us worked here once. If you leave here, where will you go? We will flee east to Madraka. Maybe they have become more organized. We will still fight. What do you hope to do there? We've learned a lot out here. Now we know that we need real leaders and real planning. If nobody else is doing it, maybe we will. What's your goal? Why do I keep asking all of these questions? The Marshal will free the own. We must be free. The Marshal will free the own? The Marshal will free the own. We must be free. And we must believe we can stay free. Until then, we fight. Right. Yeah. I mean, I suppose if some player somehow managed to get all the way to this place here and still hasn't learned about what's going on in the vault, now they know. Oh, the bridge is... Wait, no, that's not that bridge. Okay. Although... Wait, I can't even... That didn't even do anything. Not that it matters at all, but... It's interesting that the game doesn't at least convert extra resources you pick up like that into some, at least a tiny amount of gold or something. Alright, so there's the switch here. Now technically the loyalists should start charging right away. I have expected, you know, a text box to pop up and tell me about that immediately, but I guess not. I mean, so we're free to leave now. The question is, if we leave and return, will things have actually changed here? Well, you know what? There might still be a peaceful solution. I met with the Owen. They wanted truce. You leave, then they leave. The other warriors look at Devki. You can plainly see on their faces that they want to leave this place desperately. Devki Masha is unconvinced. I don't know. The shame, the dishonor. I really suggest you take the deal. I mean, is it really? Can I just tell her, okay, well, then stay, or threaten her? No more, I don't know, diplomatic or cunning ways to try and solve this? Devki Masha looks at her warriors, hoping for reinforcement. When she doesn't get it, her shoulders sag. Fine, pack up to depart. The warriors hop to it. Thank you, Havenite, I guess. We will go, and then the Owen will go, and this quarry is yours. Excuse me, there is much to do. Huh. Okay, then. I really hope, though... Oh, yeah, okay. So even the dead party members do get the experience. I'm not sure if we had that confirmed, or... But I would have suspected it anyway, due to the nature of how this game's experience system works. Okay, well, that was a surprisingly easy solution. Suppose we return and tell him the good news. Oops. I spoke with Masha. You can leave. You have to tell him the story 3 times to get him to believe it. At last. They can go be fools somewhere else, and we can return... What? Oh, he says that. At last. They can go be fools somewhere else, and we can return to Madraka. Thank you, Havenite. Please enjoy this quarry. It's yours now. You hear the Owen lower the bridge outside so that they can flee efficiently. Yeah. Not necessary, because obviously I did that. How do you... Did you actually expect me to go through these monster-infested pits all over again? No thanks. The thing is, though, in the past, extra monsters have disappeared? Oh no, they're still here. Huh. I mean, the quest is... not finished. I suppose it isn't until I tell someone about it? The thing is, there's definitely more treasure in this place. I should probably return. If the monsters are still around, the treasures should still also be obtainable, for what it's worth. So why don't we at least attempt to get them? Also, were there actually still people around? Oh, okay. Our people already moved in. That was quick. Still, I'm going to head on over to Crossing Keep. Sure. Everyone's alive again. Oh yeah, also, actually, now that I think about it, well, this will get stored for later. So the healing bonus. or rather this ring that increases skill levels. I was going to do some testing because a commenter actually raised a very good question as to whether it actually works the way I just assumed it did. I mean, the fact that this gets displayed here, even at a normally maxed out skill, implies to me that obviously they programmed this in, so why would they have done it if it's not intended to be increased past the normal maximum? You know, it's at the same time they did not bother to actually alter the tooltips at all to really make it clear. However, what does happen is, you can actually see it here, but when you're actually in a dungeon and the party member is present, you do get the bonus displayed in the tooltip here. It says heal for 13 to 29 plus 20% in this case, because it's apparently 10% increase per extra skill level, so for the second and third levels. So that does appear to be working. It also says cures 8 turns. Wait, no, it only says 3. But why though? Because her skill is actually only at level 1. Interesting. I'm pretty sure it says 13 actually, with the ring, which should only be, well, I don't know. I don't know how exactly it works, but either way, the ring does seem to have an effect. So I was going to do some testing and look at the numbers, but it actually displays it in the tooltip, so I have to assume that it's true. Still, that being said, other than the curing bonus, which is nice, this ring provides the same healing bonus. Plus, it also affects her 2 other healing spells, the group healing spells. At least logically it should. And, you know, since these are more expensive, it feels more valuable to have those provide the maximum amount of healing possible. So, yeah, I don't know, I still don't understand why the game considers this so useful. I mean, yeah, sure, you could pop this onto a character who doesn't have the skills, and they would be able to cast them, as far as I'm aware. But you can, you know, after a certain point, you have so many skill points to spend. Like, probably by level 10 or so, you have enough skill points to make basically every build you could possibly want to make. Unless you really want to get, like, more than the max level skills from more than one tree or something. But yeah, you can easily pick whatever you like from one tree, plus quite a few various skills from other trees, and you know, really skill points are not hard to come by in this game, and skills are easy to unlock, and yeah, so that kind of bonus just doesn't feel as amazing as the game seems to think it is. Anyway, we're just going to head back into that quarry now that everyone's healed. And we'll see if there's still something to do. Also see if there's any kind of Haven official. Bridge is still lowered, that's nice to know. Yeah, okay, so it's just generic people here, generic NPCs. And there might not even be treasure here, but I mean there probably is. Actually, uh-oh. Oh, now they're gone, really? Yeah, well. Oh, this is still here. Interesting. Pretty sure that in the past we've clearly seen treasure chests that were guarded by monsters just outright disappear or be unavailable otherwise. Huh. Plus 10 stun resist. I mean, that's nice. Would like to have that on my tank, honestly. I guess it could be useful on... the stun should be curable with curing. So I guess it would be somewhat useful on my healer, so that she can then unstun other people if she, you know, manages to resist the stunning effect. But yeah, well, we don't need to have this rune in our backpack. And we don't absolutely have to have this extra scroll of life in his inventory either. I mean, for the time being, I can get rid of this and actually give him the snail shell. There, so... yeah, we definitely need some more backpack space, though, I guess, that's the bottom line. Alright, well, that's surprisingly nice. I wonder if the only chests that disappear are things that are, you know, just extra resources and gold, maybe, but not actually unique items like that. That would be extremely nice if that's how the game treats it. Since, you know, we did beat the dungeon after all. I guess we did not kill all the enemies we could have killed. So if we missed out on some extra gold and resources, that's perfectly understandable. Alright, well, that quest is done. We're supposed to return to... wait. Oh, yep, there it is. Right, Viscount Bridges in the city of Mirba. 3 hours. Despite the fact that, well, I don't know. It doesn't make a ton of sense, right? Because technically, we've never been through here. We've never been through Smoky Peaks. So... you know, technically we needed to take the long way around, but I guess the game just has certain values of time required for travel for the distance between any two locations, not considering, you know, things like block passages and stuff. Now, Viscount Bridges. Oh yeah, she must have been in the city hall. Or was she? Wait. No, she was not. Oh, she's in actually in the barracks. Yeah, of course. Oh, of course, she's the military commander. She told us about her family and things and stuff. The stalemate at Mechlin Quarry has been settled. How? What should I report? The owner free. The marshal left. That is the best result. Yeah, I kind of agree. Although, you know, they're gonna end up fighting anyway, so it's only a temporary saving. But you know, both sides will be happy. I mean, I'm not so sure the marshal will be happy, depending on what the loyalists report to their superiors. I suppose they could make up any kind of story they'd like. Obviously, no one cared about them in the months they were besieging the Owen, so why would anyone care now? Anyway. They will be happy with Mirba too for making it happen. Oh, okay. I suppose. I'm grateful, Prince. Also, of course, the Stone of the Quarry is for Haven. Sure. Nice. What's the status of Mirba? Do we have anything else? Apparently not. So no follow-up quest. The quest has been completed. Alright. For no extra reward, but that's fine. Well... I suppose with that we now finally have no more reason to not head into this place. There's a force of Owen warriors patrolling the wastes. The rebels walk close to you, checking to make sure that you aren't spies or scouts of the Masha to the north. They recognize you, then they give you a friendly wave. They must have heard that you're friends to the Owen. They move on. I wonder if this is if we've actually reached a new status here, or if that group would have reacted that way even before we did the last couple of nice things for the Owens. You see a caravan of war merchants. Sounds baking hot. Talk to them. Look at their goods. Give them directions to Haven Point. Okay. Yes. And we get the next report. Some theft in the account, which is extremely unfortunate. How's that going to work? Okay, so we just actually ended up losing one extra bit of iron. I mean, it's annoying, but as soon as we actually start conquering some iron sources, that's hardly gonna matter. The massive jagged mountain chain that separates the barren central vault from the greener coast has very few passes in it. Yeah, 2 exactly. The Smoky Peaks are one of them. A narrow valley extends through the mountains here. It's guarded by one gated wall after another, guarded by desperate and fanatical Owen rebels. You can see why the wealthier, stronger Masha haven't been able to stop the Owen. Even the mighty force of the South Battalion would have major losses taking this fortress. Without the Owen's permission, you won't be able to pass through. Well, We don't have the official permission, but we should get it as soon as we can actually talk to anyone. Firm. We are not important. Who are you? This is an inn. Oh. There is a cramped inn burrowed into the cliff wall at the north entrance of the Smoky Peaks. It is full of surly, dusty patrons, Owen rebels, spies, merchants, the occasional baffled traveler from the Ukat swamps or Ariel woods. Baffled by what? The innkeeper obviously recognizes you, but he's pointedly careful to make you wait your turn. When he reaches you, he says, "I'm Firm. Welcome to the Smoky Peaks. Word from Madraka has come. We will be cordial to you. You are safe here. You can have a meal." Okay, thanks. What is this place? This is the Inn of the Smoky Peaks. This region is hot and barren. Travel through it is hard and dangerous. This is an oasis where travelers can get a good rest when going through the peaks. I want to pass through the peaks. That's not my decision. Castus is the leader here. Oh. Well, okay. He decides who gets through. Go down the path. He nods to the west. Castus will decide, if he bothers to see you at all. Oh, I'm pretty sure he will. Who travels through here? All friends of the Owen are welcome to pass through this fortress. Haven has never been a friend of the Owen. Have you not heard the latest news? You know, in the last couple of weeks or so? I'm not sure how you will fare, here or at Madraka. Who's in charge here? Castus handles the defenses and decides who gets through. Sage Ankarna deals with the diplomats and the merchants, and her magic keeps us safe from the occasional Masha raid. How will I be treated here? We've heard the rumors. Oh, so you have heard. You've been speaking in favor of the Owen. Many are skeptical, but you can sleep safely. Okay. Not planning to sleep, actually. Can I get a meal? What? Can I get a meal? I will? You haven't thrown in fully with the Masha yet. I owe you this much. He gets you a bowl of lizard stew, bland and full of stringy meat. Would I have gotten something nicer otherwise? Okay, well. No one else to talk to, it looks like, so... Let's go meet Castus, huh? I was expecting to find him in Madraka, but him being the commander of this place, I guess kind of makes sense. So far, you haven't been able to get permission to pass through. Nobody has stopped you or questioned you. You wait for the other shoe to drop. The other shoe to drop? What? I don't know what that saying is, but okay. At last, you see a guard. A man in heavy plate armor watches you through the gate to the north. At last, someone to talk to. Customs gate. Oh, you are Castus. Hi. It takes a little time, but you recognize this man. You only got a glimpse of him before. Now, he's cleaned up and clad in plate armor, but when you see his face, you know who he is. Castus, the own rebel who confronted you back in the Volgates. Yeah, who stupidly just decided to fight us without even hearing us out or anything. Unsurprisingly, he recognizes you too. He looks grim. Hello, Havenite. I face you on safer ground now. You're still invading our land, still looking for a way to control the Vol. I mean, I suppose I can't really deny that, but still. I recognize you. Obviously I do. Yes, Haven sent me. Let's be honest here. And you didn't stay at the Volgates. You're on our lands doing your grim work. Yes. Oh yeah, we didn't stay at them. Obviously, we entered the Vol a long time ago. All Owen expect Haven to do what they did before, accept bribes from the Masha and crush us. We're all watching to see what you do. I know what I have heard. Yeah, exactly. See? I mean, I suppose we ultimately want to, well, quote-unquote, control the Vol in some way. I mean, I personally don't. I think we don't need to conquer every nation we come across. We can just, do what other people do and, become allies, supporting each other, having, profitable trade in both directions, that kind of thing. But yeah, obviously we're still here for reasons, for our own reasons. But obviously it seems to the game seems to be at least acknowledging that I have been siding with the Owens in the past. So we'll see. What have you heard? You have spoken in defense of the Owen. This surprised us. We were sure that Haven would support the Masha again. Now some dare hope that you are different. I only want to fight, not do politics. Now I have been trapped into making a decision. And what decision is that? I lead the warriors here. They chose me to speak for them. I control these gates. I have to decide whether to let you through. Will you pollute our rebellion with lies and treachery, or might you actually help us, as your queen did not? I support the Masha, and I want the chance to deal with the Owen myself. Yeah, no. I wish to help the Owen, yes. I need to talk to your leaders. You know what? I mean, he basically knows it already. But yes, I wish to help the Owen. Why would I be pretending to support the Owen, thereby offending and angering the Masha, only to then decide to betray them? It just doesn't make sense. I wish to help the Owen. You say that today. You might even believe it. That doesn't mean anything. You're fickle. No, I'm not. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not in this case. You might see advantage in helping the Masha who crush us tomorrow. Still, I have my orders, and some do hope. I have made a decision. Well, some Owen think our situation is desperate, and they cling to the hope that Haven might help them. You haven't acted too overtly against us. No, I haven't acted against you on any kind of occasion. You jerk. Therefore, I will allow you to pass. He calls into the shadows. Open the gates! Our leaders are in Madraka, to the south. We have trusted you to be just. Please justify it. He turns and walks away from the gate. Oh, this gate does not open, though. Okay, fair enough. That's not open either. Oh, okay. I was going to wonder... 4 magical armor. Not bad. Where this, or whether we would encounter this sage that we heard about. There is obviously more to this place. I wonder if it's going to open up entirely when we have officially sided with the Owens. Anyway, Sage Incarna. This corner of the office is strangely dark. It's as if it is drawing shadows to it. A woman with robes waits for you, barely visible in the darkness. You, the Havenite, you have come. I am Sage Incarna. I deal with travelers. I watch over them with my magic. I hope you will behave. I mean, I didn't have to come in here to talk to you, but sure. You are a mage, stating the obvious. I am. Be warned. I'm not without power. Well, neither are we. That is unusual in the Vol. Is it? Have we not seen Vol mages before? I'm sure we have seen some kind of spellcasters, but maybe not that many. Yes, I was born Owen, but with the aptitude. My Masha paid to get me training, thinking we could benefit from it. He could benefit from it. When the time came, he did not. Not at all. Yeah, I suppose I can see how that was a dangerous decision. You wait for more details, but none are coming. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need any. I want to talk about the rebellion, I guess? I can't talk about it with you. You are an envoy of Haven. You are best met in Madraka. I am but a warrior. I also collect tolls. Tolls? Tell me about Madraka. It is the great fortress of the Owen, to the south. If you wish to be just, go there. You can atone for Haven's past support of the Masha. What do you think of Haven? You have given us some small reason to trust you. Still, you can always change. Send your South Battalion to attack Thablin and everything will be forgiven. Until then, it is all just words. Right, tell me about this fortress. Our gates protect the heart of the rebellion. We Owen will give our lives to protect it. That is all I have to say. Please leave me. I have much to do. Alright. I suppose I'll return here after talking to the leaders in Madraka and pledging my support. Oh, yes, I'll take that. I might as well take both. It really does not matter. What was I going to say? So yeah, I'm going to return to this place and see if these gates open and if I can maybe talk to her again and get a quest or something. Some more dialogue, and maybe even go in here and talk to Castus some more. But for now, we've finally officially crossed that place. We have already been on the other side. And now we'll actually enter Madraka, if the game lets me. There's a group of Owen refugees huddled up at the base. Yeah, okay. They still scare the people away. I don't want to, but at least they return every time, so that's fine. Bands of Owen warriors are patrolling the base of the fortress. They are untrained and poorly equipped. They approach you. Madraka is ahead. And there it is, Madraka. You are at the base of an ancient fortress, perhaps the oldest in the Vol. It doesn't have walls, it doesn't need them. Madraka is a series of rising plateaus connected by bridges. Rebel armies have been holed up here for centuries, and you can see why. It is an almost unassailable defensive position. You could put it to the siege, but not even Haven's army could ever scale these stone walls. The plateaus are desperately crowded and in a state of constant chaos. Every open space is full of own refugees, rebel warriors, and merchants looking for information or advantage. It sounds like a pretty terrible place to be, but, you know, I mean, interesting, but also terrible to actually be around. I don't know, I personally really don't like crowded places, so that sounds pretty awful to me. Also not a huge fan of heat, so the entire wall is not entirely to my liking. Gate tower, okay. Captain Anity, hello. I mean, you're not who I should be talking to first, but, you know. A lot of people in Madraka are wandering around, looking confused. They're scared, they have time, and they want to help. They just don't know what to do. You find one woman who is an exception. She's sitting at this old desk, polishing her armor and sharpening her blade. She looks up at you. Ah, I'm Captain Anity. You can talk to me. You're the Prince of Haven, right? You're correct, I am the Prince. She sets aside her sword and rests her booted feet on the desk. We heard you were in the area. The council is in a tizzy over it. She points to the northeast. They're on the top platform. They're wondering what Haven, friend to the Masha in the past, is doing here. We're all wondering that, really. I want to negotiate with the rebellion. I mean, yeah. Captain Energy nods. My hunch was correct. I hope this is good news for us. We could use it. Fighting on the side of justice, it turns out, is pretty difficult. Yeah, I suppose. Still, if you want to go to the higher plateaus, you need to talk to me. I direct security. Oh, okay, so I did have to talk to you first. Good thing, then. You direct security? Yes, I direct the guard, and all the other soldiers in Madraka, too. I'm supposed to keep our council safe. Considering that Haven has only ever helped the Masha, that makes me nervous about letting you see our leaders. You want to go to the high plateaus, you have to convince me. Okay, how did you come to be captain? Well, I declared myself one. The council hasn't had time to make a good, proper military hierarchy yet, so we're all left to shift for ourselves. Someone needed to take charge. The other warriors trusted me. So I said, hey, I'm a captain now. Do this and this, and they did. So I'm the captain. Okay, surprised that worked, but good for you. Where are you from originally? I was a generational Owen in a small quarry in the drylands. Brutal place. It's a ruin now. Once the rebellion started, we were early to fight. Our Masha? Very quick with the lash they were. Their bones were in the cages right outside for a while. They deserved it. All right. I suppose those would have been the kind of Masha that were frowned upon or looked down upon by other Masha as well, right? Because apparently, at least from what I hear, violence toward Owen is not an honorable thing. No big surprise, I suppose. At least it shouldn't be. But I really wonder, you really have to wonder how common it actually is, despite people claiming that. But oh well. What was your fighting career like? Surprisingly successful. After we destroyed our quarry, we attacked the Masha wherever we found them, drove them out of the eastern lands. We didn't have training. A lot of Owen didn't have the knack for fighting, and they died. I did well. Word got around. And then you came to Madraka? Seemed like the place to be. I heard they needed people who could get people to fight and fight well. I came here and found everyone running in circles, like they had the madness, like some kind of disease. I started taking charge. I'm currently developing what I call the Madraka military process. What is this Madraka military process? Remember that if we fail, we die, and our husbands, wives, and our children. We die, and our husbands, wives, and our children. So get to work. Oh, yeah? Okay. That's it. Does wonders to focus the mind and get people to work together. I suppose. You have 3 marks on your cheek. That's right. I'm a generational Owen. What do you mean? Never heard of that. Means not only do I have to serve for life, but so do my children and my children's children. It's why I have to fight. My children who are born, and the ones who aren't born yet, I have to do all I can to make them free. How did you come to be in debt? I tried to set up shop for myself in Merba. Took a loan to do it. The Masha who held my debt made sure my business failed. Charged ruinous interest. He didn't want to make a loan after all. Just wanted more Owen. Okay, well that's extremely low, needless to say. Again, I don't know how common that kind of practice is, but, you know, this whole system of Masha and Owen certainly invites, or, you know, at least enables people to do this kind of thing. Sorry, I'm not the most eloquent today. Why did your dad get you 3 marks and not 1? Because Mashas make all those decisions and they bribe each other all the time to get the decisions they want. The Masha who owned me was greedy for more Owen for his kids, so he made a bribe or 2. It's alright though. He's dead now. Where is your family hiding? Aniti shakes her head. We'll never tell. They're hidden far away. If Madraka falls and I die, they'll still have hope. I will see them again when we are free. Okay, fair enough. So needless to say, I want to enter the Northern Plateaus. I kinda have to. But is it to negotiate, or to spring a trap and kill all our leaders? We need to trust you, Prince. So I need a token. Your good faith show will take a fraction of the risk we do. I have spoken in favor of the Owen strongly. She gives this a lot of thought. We hear a lot of rumors. I confess you've been very vocal for us. Well more than we expected. Fine, you can enter the North Plateaus. We could still use your help, though. It would mean a lot. Yeah, just as I picked that dialogue option before, I was starting to get a little bit afraid whether I'd be missing out on the quest she would have given me otherwise, but apparently the game is nice enough to not do that. So what did you want me to do? There is a place called Drowning Jail. Okay, there's the quest for it. Was a Vol prison. Now the Masha hold it. It's in our lands, and we don't want their warriors in our lands. We need you to drive them out. Okay, where is the Drowning Jail? We know, but, you know. It's on the south coast, a day's journey west of here. It is where the Vol held prisoners and rebellious Owen. What a brutal place to be. Was a brutal place to be. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still a brutal place now, if maybe for different reasons. Who will I be fighting there? Mercenaries. The Masha are rich, and they've hired warriors from all over Sacramentum. I would have you kill Masha directly, but they're too cowardly to come this close to Madraka. They buy the courage of others instead. Clear out those mercenaries and earn some trust. Alright. Well, I need to go. Oh, that's locked. Okay. Fine. Now, technically we could just skip this step and advance further into this place, but I think I want to, you know, head on over to that jail first, because, well, I mean, really no particular reason. I could go ahead and talk to the council or the rebel leaders first, but I also want to get those dungeons out of the way, you know. And ultimately, it really doesn't matter. The entrance to Madraka is marked by a gruesome sight. Cages perched on the edge of the plateau. They are full of human bones. Each body has a sign around its neck. You see Kora Masha, inflicted beatings and cruelties. Davera Masha, massacred fleeing Owen. Hansei Masha, inflicted harms over 20 years. The Vol people take their justice very seriously, and rebellion is a bloody business. It is sure to get worse still before this war ends. I mean, I really hope that the people they're treating this way really are the worst scum imaginable. I mean, it's nasty either way, but yeah. What more is there to say? This is not the place to be. Why? Wait, what? Did I not take care of all the Mirelings before? I didn't even see them there. Maybe they respawned? Okay, well, I could just reload and not deal with this, but I suppose I was just going to head on over to the Drowning Jail anyway and end the episode there. But I guess I might as well include some fighting this episode. Really only occurred to me now that there hasn't been any fighting so far, and, you know, we can't have that. I should probably go ahead and slow them all, first and foremost. Like so. Of course the big guy resists. It's a little bit annoying. Nice criticals. Wow. What the heck? your turn again. You won't be able to... Well, technically I'll be able to get close enough to make them all bleed. You know, why not? Wrong skill. Okay, not terrible. Might as well help kill this guy or not. $65. Not bad. You know what? I really don't need to conserve my spell points if I'm going to well, I mean, I was going to head to the jail anyway, but yeah, it looks like we can pull some refreshing before doing that, so I'm gonna head on to my fortress first. Really doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know how much of a, or if there's really any kind of reason to conserve time, to not spend too much time walking around and traveling. The game gives you those options, gives you those what are they called? The refuges? No, that's not what they're called. The yeah, yes, that is what they're called. Okay, never mind. That's, oh, I wasn't paying attention. I thought she was the mage. That's fine. Can you? Oh, you can move, but you still can't reach those. Good enough. Yeah. So anyway, the game gives you those options, you know, which kind of implies that you might want to save time traveling. But so far, I have not seen any real reason for that. But who knows? Maybe at some point something is going to happen. Oh, he can't move. Wait, can he do this? Oh, you can. Nice. Yeah. What am I saying? I don't know. What am I talking about? I guess I'm just trying to pass the time as this combat goes along. Should probably do some healing, but again, does not matter what shape we're in after this combat. And that is that. Okay, yeah, did I just never deal with this patrolling group here? I know I killed this group, and maybe there was a fight in there. I could have sworn I defeated both groups that were in this area, but maybe not. Maybe one of them returned. Who knows? Find a lost dog separated from some caravan or patrol. Again, same dog. What is happening here? Uh-oh. I need to pay attention. I actually should have just fast traveled. Welp. Also, why are these rebels just fighting me without even talking to me first? That's unusual. Well, guess we'll have a little bit more fighting this episode, which you know, isn't necessarily a bad thing. Can I? What? The path is not blocked. What are you talking about? Okay, that works. See, and they do have mages. Maybe not a whole lot of them, but they do exist. Yeah, that actually works very well. I'm gonna have you heal everyone. Oh, I should have... Oh, that's a mental effect. Okay, never mind. Take out the mage. Usually a good idea. Ouch. Oh, she's dead. She evaded! Oh, come on. Don't... Well, I can't believe she's still alive. Not that it really matters, but... don't you drink a potion and heal yourself, just to be super safe. Just in case they keep attacking you. Man, I really would like to get in there and do some whirlwinding. Okay, now they're going to attack her. Him, I mean. Or maybe not. Okay, that should work. Alright. Okay. Oh, come on. Really? I mean, he was gonna die from poison anyway, but there we go. What? Why did they fight us? Here's a jail. Obviously, I'm just gonna do what I should have done to begin with, and now we're safe. This ring. Reptiles, slimes, and bugs. I mean... Why did I actually not use that against those terrible bugs that decimated us last time? That's exactly, you know, what I was talking about. I'm going to forget about this kind of thing. It's just whatever. Yeah. Anyway, we have these. We have Scroll of Life. I mean, he doesn't need an extra inventory space right now, so I guess it's okay. I'm gonna put this away for later. Right. And this I can probably just go ahead and sell. I really don't see a reason to hold on to this or to ever use this. Well, I don't know, maybe. Maybe that's going to change, who knows. We don't need money desperately right now. But I need to take a break. We're going to tackle the drowning jail next time, see if we have to fight those mercenaries. I mean, technically, them being mercenaries, they really have no reason to throw away their lives defending that place. I'm not really sure why it needs to be defended in the first place, but maybe there is more going on there than meets the eye. Well, we're definitely gonna have to do some fighting, but who knows? Maybe we'll find a solution to that involves not slaughtering every one of them. Maybe we can even win them over for our cause. I mean, that's what Haven does, right? It buys people to fight for them, to, you know. So it would make sense, but we'll see how that goes. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.